So today we're gonna 3D print a wiener dog. So I got a friend at work that wants a wiener dog for her desk out at work. So I'm gonna take you guys through the process of how I 3D print stuff. I got, as you can see, I got just a few printers, you know, just hanging around. So I'm gonna take you through the process of printing an item. So we need to go to my downloads. So we got this Dachshund. The one I showed you had the armor on him, but this one. So we're gonna open up Cura. Oh no, we got an error message. Alright, so let's try it. Might have to re-download it. Dog only. Let's see if this one works. I might need to take it out of the file though. Oh, there we go. Alright, so this one's obviously tiny, so we're gonna go and scale that up. The last one I made was at like 400%, so we're gonna do 400 again. And so we'll need support. I got it up pretty high as far as the infill goes. I think I'm gonna kick that back to 35. Resolution 0.2. Go ahead and slice that. Let me show you how much power it takes for your computer to slice stuff. Now smaller prints don't take this long obviously, but this just shows you how much intensive it is on your CPU. 6 hours and 20 minutes just for that. Alright. So I gotta put it on an SD card. I'm gonna pause the video. Okay, so I'm back. I just put the SD card in the printer or in the computer. Alright, that brings up all the files. Close that out, and then we just want to save to removable. Look at the name. Dachshund dog only. Eject. Wait for that to disconnect, and then unplug that. So then go over to the printer. We're going to use the Cobra here. It's made by Anycubic. Print. Dachshund dog only. Can I print that dog? Alright, so no leveling has to go here. I've already leveled it, so it's good to go. But it would be nice to yeah, kind of clean that bad boy off. There we go. You always want a clean surface. And really, I should have started preheating while I was like, showing how to do it on the computer, I guess. Sorry about that. Sorry, got old stuff that where the nozzle ran into the bed a little bit. Kind of dug some plastic down in there. Nothing some isopropyl alcohol won't remove. So yeah, most of my time spent cleaning the bed, taking care of stuff like this, you know. And then I'm just going to show you when it first starts how it does its thing. And that's going to be the end of the video. As soon as we reach up to temp here. So basically with that 3D printing, you got a heated bed. So this is going to heat up to 60 degrees Celsius. It's warm. And then you got a a little nozzle there. See the nozzle right about the center there? So that's where the filament comes out. You always want to make sure that's clean too. So we're going to brush over that thing. Make sure you get all the crap off of it. So that's pretty good. And then obviously you got your this bar right here goes up and down. That's all just controlled by computer. So I've got it plugged in right here for a goes up here to a Raspberry Pi, which allows Octoprint to run, which is a server that I use to control them remotely. I haven't been using it here lately because you'll notice the Raspberry Pi wasn't plugged in. It's kind of taped to the wall just to keep it there. It's not very professional, I know, but it works. So the nozzle will heat up to about, I usually run it like 200, 202, you know, somewhere in there. That's 200C. So you'll see the bed heated up pretty quickly. So you'll notice a bed like this is kind of small, but still, you know, not bad. But you come over to something like this, it's like 220 by 220, I think. It takes a lot longer for this bed to heat up. And then I got my massive CR10 here. This thing prints, you know, it's like a foot by 400 millimeters. So, you know, way up here. See, it sits way taller than that one. You can see the spool holder in the background screwed to the wall. But yeah, I think it's massive. I have a little bit troubles with it because of the beds. The glass is not my favorite thing to print on. But these PEI sheets, amazing, you know. So that's why that's why these two look the same. All right, we are up to temp, and we'll watch this thing go ahead and start. Stop shaking the camera eventually. Okay, takes the bed all the way back. Bring the head down. And then that yellow thing you see on the right hand side next to the nozzle, that's a sensor. That just keeps track of how far the bed is away from the nozzle. And boop. Boop again. And time to print. And it looks like it had some crud on the nozzle, unfortunately. But the good thing is it really don't matter because this is just the outside line. It just gets the filament going, and then it's just a mild line around the whole item. And then of course it starts with the support because we had to put supports under this dash hound. Otherwise we'd be trying to print upside down basically, and the filament would just basically fall to the ground. So you have to do supports in places where there is no support. So like, you know, right up here to the dog's undermouth, all this right here, anything over 45-degree angle, it prints layer by layer. So imagine one layer, 2, 3 stacked on top of each other all the way up. Well, once you get to a point like right here, there's nothing to hold it except for the previous layer. So layers that are like almost vertical completely, or would that be horizontal? I don't know. So anyways, you can't print in the air is what I'm saying. You always get horizontal and vertical. I think vertical's up and down, and horizontal would be, horizontal would be left to right. So yeah, all your horizontal ways basically are not going to have support. They'll just fall right out of the air. I don't claim to be too bright. I just know how to do a few things, you know. And so you'll see how it's making, it's just like a, I don't know, like cross stitching, I guess. And that'll just keep building up and up, you know, and it'll fill in these areas, like, you know, under the dog's snout, under its belly, you know, so that way it has legs, and then under its tail, like up to like right here, you'll have supports all around it, up and down through here. And he's cleaned up, so he's a little rough looking right now. He's still got support material on the bottom that needs to come loose. See, what's bad about FDM printers like these, if you get into like the oh gosh, what is it called? Like the photon resin printing, basically is what I'm talking about. So the resin printers will they'll have supports like this. However, when you put it down in a bucket of water, the support material starts breaking loose, and then you just grab some pliers and I mean it just rips clean away from the item. And then so now you can see where his little feet are. That one's getting finished there. But yeah, it's all layer by layer, one after the other, all the way up until it's done. It's just like a printer you print paper with, except it uses ink. This uses plastic.